What happens when a musician decides to change lives off stage? Welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Erin Kline. And tonight, we are at the historic Landmark Center in St. Paul, Minnesota, to dive into a story that proves generosity rocks, literally. We're going to meet Mick Sterling, Minneapolis music legend and founder of the 30 Days Foundation. This organization is doing something extraordinary to help people in crisis. Come with me as we go behind the scenes and learn more about what they do and who they help. Tell us about the 30 Days Foundation. What inspired you to found the organization?
Started back in 2011. I've been doing a lot of different charity events prior to that. And then in about a span of a 2-week period, all of these people around me were looking for things. They needed help with unexpected things. Car repairs, and people got laid off, and eviction. What if you could take care of one thing, not everything, but one thing to stop you from needing more things? And that's where the seed of the idea for the 30 Days Foundation came about.
I love that because it's just that one little thing that can push people over the edge, and then it becomes a bigger snowball.
You know, the thing is, everybody has a different reason, but everybody has the same thing. The first thing happened. Something happened that caused all of these things, and that's when we try and stop it when it's early and you don't have to do it later. Then it's really difficult.
Well, and that makes the speed and directness with which you act really important, and that really kind of sets you apart from a lot of other organizations. So just talk about that a little bit.
Well, you know, I call ourselves a conduit charity. You know, we don't have a brick and mortar. We don't have a staff, but a lot of the brick and mortar buildings and staff people of those charities reach us. They need us, we need them to get requests. And so we can move pretty quickly, much quicker than maybe other entities can because they have a lot to do.
As a musician, you're used to being in the spotlight, but the work you do with the organization is something that's very private and very direct. How do you balance the need for awareness and fundraising, you know, talking about the event we're at tonight, with the privacy for the people you help?
Well, you know, I've just been around a long time, so that helps with getting the word out just for my performances. You know, the day-to-day stuff for 30 Days is all email. It's all just very internal stuff. People like that connection that they have through email, and the anonymity, too, of not being in person, because then people will really say what they really need to say, I found, doing this, than if they would if they were in front of somebody.
Yeah, if they had to look at you and sit face to face with you. Can you share a story of someone you helped or a time where your assistance really made a life-changing difference for someone?
You know, it's really funny you asked that because actually this morning I got an email from a person that we bought tires for. So she emailed us today and said, thank you for doing this. We were able to get her tires, which was able to get her to the school to complete her course, and now she's graduated. This was like 6 months ago, but she just emailed us today and saying, I know it doesn't seem connected, but it is because I was in such dire problems back then, and you helped me get to the next thing, even a little thing like that. That's a perfect 30-day story.
What do you hope is the long-lasting impact of your organization or the legacy that you want to leave?
You know, I think it's just a question of someone was there. You know, if you're faith-filled, you believe that, you know, God is watching. There's a reason I'm doing this. I think God knows I'm in a position to do this. Just being a local person that people know, I can maybe do things that maybe other people can't. But I love doing it. I love changing the trajectory for people because it's not a lot. Most people don't need everything, but everybody needed something in the beginning. That's where it starts, and that's why I love that we can be in that early part.
Yeah, every little bit helps.
Yep.
Thank you so much for taking time to talk about this and share this amazing organization.
Of course, thanks for thinking of us. I appreciate it.
What Mick Sterling and the 30 Days Foundation reminds us is that the American dream isn't just about success. It's about lifting up our community when people need it the most. If you're interested in learning more about the 30 Days Foundation, I encourage you to check them out at 30daysfoundation.org. I'm your host, Erin Kline, on the American Dream episode in Minneapolis. Until next time, keep dreaming and keep lifting other people up.